was watching the news conference of the Michael Vick apology, I guess you'd call it, yesterday. And in it, Michael said that he had now accepted Jesus, and that was the way to go, and that he would redeem himself. And as I thought about that, I thought about how the flesh peddlers in the religious Christian community are going to grab hold of this, whether it is immediately or by the time he gets out of prison. And they are going to try and make him the poster child for grace. He'll be the next grace poster child. Well, it makes me sick. And I pray that it doesn't happen, because it is a crime. Then I heard, immediately following the press conference, the announcer said that Michael Vick had fallen from grace. And I thought about that. And I thought about how the Christian community thinks that falling from grace is when you were a good boy and now you've become a bad boy. But falling from grace is not that. Falling from grace is what actually has taken place. Actually, you see, the announcer on TV was right. Michael has fallen from grace. How has he fallen? How do I know that? How do I know he's fallen from grace? Because grace says there's nothing you can do to redeem yourself or to make yourself more pleasurable or acceptable to God. That you are accepted in the beloved because of Jesus Christ, not because of anything you've done. So, what happens now? And what did we see? Well, we saw a young man that said, now Jesus is the way for him to go, and that he is going to set about redeeming himself. Now, i.e., trying to prove that he is now a good boy, because he was a bad boy, and now he's going to be a good boy. That is falling from grace. That is trying to prove yourself. So the man and the commentator was right. My prayer again is that what I believe is going to happen, and I pray it doesn't, is some nationally known ministry is going to embrace Michael as the latest poster child of what God's grace can do. And it makes me sick, because they were going to use this young man, I predict. And once they're done with him, they'll cast him aside as they have all the others in the past and move on to the next grace example. So my hope and prayer is for Michael. And Michael, I doubt that you'll ever see this, but if you do, I want you to know, Mike Vick, that you are perfect, that you are righteous, holy, and acceptable to God. And that perfection and acceptance didn't come about when you made that profession a couple of days ago or however many years ago. That perfection came about on the cross, absent of your belief or your acceptance of it. Michael Vick, you are perfect. Not only are you perfect now, you were perfect in the middle of the dogfighting, in the middle of the dogs being abused and shot and tortured. Horrible things. You were still perfect, because the perfection had nothing to do with you, Michael. It had to do with our wonderful Savior, Jesus Christ. You see, Michael, the wonderful thing is, too, all of those ones that were in the dog business with you, they're all perfect, too. They're perfect because of a wonderful, loving thing that happened 2,006 years ago. Michael, my prayer is, again, that you will not be seized by the flesh peddlers of religion and made their poster child. My prayer is that you will not try to please people through your actions, words, and deeds. My prayer, Michael, is that you will be who you are, that you will be who God created you to be, And in being that, you will be in your perfection. Michael Vick, you are the pearl of great price. You are perfection. This is your perfect friend, Gio, saying goodbye and good luck.